Hollywood in shock. Luca Guadagnino reportedly eyes Taehyung after his iconic appearance at Celine Paris. The lights of Paris Fashion Week had barely dimmed when whispers began to ripple through the corridors of both fashion and film industries. At the center of those whispers stood one man, Kim Taehyung, known globally as V of BTS, and one of the most visionary directors of modern cinema. Luca Guadagnino, the Italian filmmaker behind the emotionally charged masterpieces Call Me by Your Name, Bones and All, and Challengers. What began as admiration across the runway may now be turning into something far more cinematic, far more global, and far more revolutionary. Was this just another fleeting celebrity interaction at a fashion event? Or could it mark the beginning of an unexpected partnership between two artistic worlds? One that could change the face of cinema and global pop culture as we know it. A moment that stopped Paris. It was at Celine's spring-summer presentation in Paris when Taehyung walked into the venue with that effortless grace that only he could embody. Dressed in an all-black ensemble that shimmered subtly under the golden lights, his confidence filled the room before he even spoke. Cameras turned. Heads followed. Fans screamed his name. But among the crowd of admirers, there was one gaze that stood out. A filmmaker's gaze, the kind that doesn't just see beauty, but potential. Luca Guadagnino was seen observing Taehyung intently from across the venue. While many assumed it was just a passing glance of admiration, insiders now whisper that Luca was struck by something deeper, something cinematic. His presence was magnetic, one source allegedly close to the event said. It wasn't just fashion. It was storytelling without words. Luca noticed that immediately. When fashion becomes film, Guadagnino has always been known for finding beauty in the unexpected, for turning silence into poetry and moments into entire universes of emotion. And Taehyung, with his layered persona, a blend of quiet mystery, emotional depth, and effortless charisma, fits that artistic language perfectly. Could it be that Luca saw in Taehyung not just an idol, but a muse? Those who have followed Taehyung's career know that he is more than just a singer. His artistry transcends genres. Whether through his soulful vocals in Layover or his tender, melancholic expressions in music videos, Taehyung has long been performing cinematic emotions that feel ripped straight out of a Luca Guadagnino screenplay. Imagine that combination. The soft vulnerability of V, captured through Guadagnino's lens, a director who turns human fragility into visual poetry. The scene everyone's talking about when the event ended. Most celebrities departed quickly, but Taehyung lingered. The way he interacted with the designers, stylists, and fans painted a picture of genuine grace. Later, photos surfaced online showing Luca and Taehyung in what appeared to be a brief but intense conversation backstage. The internet exploded instantly. Is Luca casting Taehyung for his next project? Could this be the beginning of Taehyung's Hollywood debut? Was that just a coincidence, or destiny in motion? Fans flooded social media platforms with theories, edits, and speculation threads. The hashtag Luca meets Taehyung trended globally for hours. Some armies even went as far as to pair Taehyung's visuals with famous Luca Guadagnino film scenes, imagining him as a leading man opposite the likes of Timothée Chalamet or Zendaya. And truth be told, he looked right at home in those imagined frames. Why Luca Guadagnino might choose Taehyung? To understand why this rumor has caught such momentum, we must understand Luca Guadagnino's filmmaking philosophy. He has always been drawn to actors who embody duality, those who can be both strong and fragile, bold yet subtle. In Call Me by Your Name, he turned quiet longing into cinematic electricity. In Challengers, he dissected obsession through movement and gaze. Taehyung, in essence, is the living embodiment of that cinematic philosophy. His performances are full of nuance. His eyes speak when his lips stay silent. His posture tells stories of longing. His voice carries emotion even in the absence of dialogue. He's not just handsome, said one film critic on X. He feels like a movie. Every move, every glance, it's art. That's exactly what Luca is obsessed with. The dream collaboration everyone wants. Imagine a film written and directed by Luca Guadagnino, starring Taehyung. The possibilities are endless. A melancholic love story set in Italy, a psychological drama about fame and solitude, or even a slow-burning art film exploring the emotional depths of human connection. And if there's anyone who can blur the lines between music, fashion, and cinema, it's Taehyung. Luca has always loved working with new faces. He once said in an interview, "I like people who are not trying to act, but simply exist in front of the camera." And that's exactly what makes Taehyung special. He doesn't perform for attention. He exists in the moment. The internet reacts. ARMY takes over Hollywood buzz within hours of the first speculation surfacing. Armies took over Hollywood forums, film communities, and social media platforms. VX Luca became a trending topic. Fan-made posters began circulating online, featuring Taehyung in classic Guadagnino-style film aesthetics, soft pastel tones, vintage textures, and emotional close-ups. One particularly viral edit imagined a film titled Eternal Summer, starring Taehyung and Florence Pugh under Luca's direction. The internet loved it. Even film enthusiasts outside the BTS fandom began discussing how this collaboration could redefine global cinema's relationship with K-pop artistry. For once, the line between fan dreams and industry possibilities felt blurry. Could art truly imitate fandom this time? The artistic chemistry nobody expected. Luca Guadagnino's admiration for Taehyung isn't entirely surprising. The director has long been involved in the fashion world. His friendship with designer Hedy Slimane, Celine's creative director, is well known. Hedy himself has often described Taehyung as a living piece of art, and it wouldn't be surprising if he had introduced Luca to Taehyung personally during the event. What's fascinating is how naturally Taehyung fits into Luca's world. The soft-spoken artist often discusses his love for vintage cinema, jazz, and photography, precisely the kind of elements Luca weaves into his films. There's a mutual appreciation for aesthetic storytelling, for emotional stillness, for authenticity. Taehyung's aura is cinematic, one Paris insider said. He doesn't need a script to convey emotion. That's what draws filmmakers like Luca toward him. Behind the curtain, was there a private meeting? After the Celine event, reports surfaced that Luca and Taehyung attended the same after-party. While no official photos from that night exist, an anonymous stylist who was present claimed that Luca and Taehyung spoke privately for over 10 minutes. Was it just a friendly conversation about fashion? Or something bigger brewing beneath the surface? One unverified tweet from a Paris-based journalist added fuel to the fire. Hearing whispers that Luca Guadagnino is developing a new film concept inspired by the duality of fame and loneliness. Sources say a certain K-pop star made quite an impression. Fans didn't need to guess who that K-pop star might be. Taehyung, the perfect fit for cinema's new era. Modern cinema is evolving. The age of traditional celebrity is fading, replaced by multidimensional artists, people who sing, act, direct, and embody culture in a single breath. Taehyung stands at the forefront of that evolution, that he is not bound by language, not limited by industry walls. His performances, whether in music videos or short films, carry an emotional depth that transcends borders. Even his silence has weight. Hollywood, for all its legacy, is constantly searching for authenticity. Luca Guadagnino, with his eye for genuine human emotion, could find in Taehyung a muse unlike any he's worked with before. Fans theorize the film's possible genre. As always, ARMY's imagination knows no bounds. Online discussions quickly turned into creative brainstorming sessions. Some believe Luca might cast Taehyung in a romantic drama set in southern Italy, something sun-drenched and melancholic, like Call Me By Your Name. Others picture him as a mysterious artist in a psychological thriller, his emotions unfolding layer by layer. One viral fan theory suggested Luca might create a film that mirrors Taehyung's own artistic journey, a story about fame, vulnerability, and the struggle to remain authentic in a world obsessed with perfection. That idea alone sounds like a masterpiece waiting to happen. From music to movies, could this be V's next chapter? Taehyung has always hinted at his love for film. In interviews, he's mentioned that acting was one of his earliest dreams before debuting with BTS. His role as Han Sung in the historical drama Warang back in 2016 proved that he had natural acting ability, even without extensive training.